Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Will.
And your girl Eve,
All
hey.
right, Talk Heavy TV podcast coming back at you
Once
with another
again,
episode.
yeah.
What's going on with you, man?
Yo, I'm so excited to
Mm.
share with y'all. Had a great event that I went to last Saturday through my church. Shout out to E9 Tabernacle Baptist.
Shout out.
But it was Financial Expo, our very first one that we had there at church. There were 20 vendors and 400 people, and all that rain
Whoa,
showed up.
that's a nice
It was
turnout.
an amazing event. Amazing. And we definitely we will have our table next
I know that's right.
time. But I wanted to talk about the power of networking and how it'll get you to the next level. A lot of
Right.
times we're focused on just what we're offering and don't see the potential that other people see through their eyes. We're focused on what we're trying to present and the work we're trying to put out there, not knowing that there's so many different avenues of where you can go and reach. Like it's confirmation for you.
Right.
Um,
And we gotta get. And it's like when you're doing this type of business, sometimes you start to get a singular focus.
mm,
Like me and you are partners, but we still do so much singularly. It's like we gotta work with other people.
definitely.
And networking seems to be the way to go.
And you don't want to stay in your own box.
Now that's it right
You know what
there.
I mean?
That's it right
You
there.
don't want to kind of stay in your like you can still talk about what you're into, like our thing is finance and wealth in health.
Right.
But again, you don't see the growth or potential. You can kind of see that the other people's eyes who have more experience, maybe, or who's just in another lane. And for some reason, there's a connection to what you're doing and what they're doing. Like I just felt blessed and grateful to even be in the building with so many different people, all under the same umbrella as finances, but just doing so many different wonderful things. And we were able to come all together
Right.
to address the issues that we have in our community when it comes to educating people.
It reminds me of a 3 or 4 lane highway.
Mm-hmm.
We all going to the same place,
Yeah.
but you got this lane, that lane, that lane, and that lane. But it's better to know what's going on with the next lane.
Yeah.
And if that lane can help you get there, look, switch over here for a minute.
And the effectiveness of that.
Right, exactly.
If you just know what you're doing and not know what the other person is doing, you'll never know the benefits of pursuing and going further on up to even things that you haven't even concept.
Right.
I'll give you an example. At the financial expo that we had last Saturday, young lady has a shout out to I don't want to say her first name wrong because I said Tina Sykes, but it's I think it's Tanika Sykes. It's her
Oh,
first
okay.
name. And she has this program that's just wonderful. It's called Secure the Bag. She's out of Ohio. And it was for fourth graders all the way up to young adults or
Wow.
college students.
And that's the dynamic we need to hit,
Yeah.
because especially being with insurance and stuff like that, like getting them to learn what's going on with insurance, and then maybe even helping them become insurance agents, or whatever they can do financially.
Right. But when I tell you the information that those kids learned from fourth grade all the way up to young adults was you can't even put into words. Like it was so past beneficial for them, and it was fun. Like she created games during the process of teaching them how to secure the bag. You know that you have to create your own career and income, and then each table has a different thing that you have to do. If you have kids, what that looks like with the budget that you have, or if you want to buy a home and etc. If you want to travel, go on vacation, all that's included. Your utilities
Wow.
in this program that she designed. So shout outs again to Miss Sykes and her program.
Yeah, because growing up, and let me tell you, because everything we talk about, to me, 90% of it is for our culture,
Mhm.
our color, our melanin, our poppiness,
Right. I
right?
like
And this is the stuff that when we were growing up, they were hiding it.
that. Right.
What?
Now I
You
will
didn't
say
know
though.
a lot of time what the bill was. Like,
Yeah.
somebody didn't teach you. Like, when you went to school, that was the
Right.
first time you even heard about a check.
Right.
Your mom and dad were writing checks the whole time.
Yeah.
because there was no, internet. There was no way to pay a bill except either the check cash in place or they wrote a check and sent it in the mail.
And I wish I took pictures of the faces of the kids when
Right.
they realize the daily stress that their parents go through on a daily basis, figuring out how to support them and take care of them.
Right. Because we lose sight of that when we
Yeah,
go to because we want to spoil them.
right.
Listen, it's a reason you're trying to secure the bag now because you want to spoil your kids and you want your next generation to do better than the generation that we're in now.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's not about giving them things; it's about teaching them, getting the
Exactly.
knowledge. Yeah, and I tell people all the time because you know, YouTube is good. Now I watch a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm on it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, our videos are released on YouTube, but I watch a lot of educational stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching what I do. I'm watching about insurance. I'm watching about finances. I'm watching about diets. I'm watching about silver and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's always educational 90% of the time. Even for the handyman business I run.
Mm-hmm.
Just today I was watching how to dye carpets. You know what I mean? Stuff like you have to learn all this stuff because this
I'll
is a
talk to
service
you
I
later
offer
after
somebody.
this
Yeah,
about
right.
how to do that. Got a couple
I
spots.
know that's right. But this is the style of stuff we do. Listen, we do a lot.
Yeah.
But I definitely benefited from networking when I met you.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
when I met you years ago,
Mm-hmm.
you were always thinking forward, thinking forward, thinking forward. You taught me a lot of stuff. Then when you came and said, listen, man, you could do this insurance thing, I was like, nah, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. Because I turned you down the first time.
Right. You've taught me the importance of being your own boss and your own person.
Right.
Like I would have never ventured out if I hadn't seen that example with you.
I just
Like
listen,
you
that's all
leaving
I
the
know. So I
barbershop
appreciate
and
it.
just doing your own thing and so many
Right.
other things that you just gradually established.
Right.
So he was business owner for everything. His own moving company. Like he does so much. And
Right.
it's all him.
And well, listen, I wish I could say it just me, but like you said,
No, but
the
you're able to
circumstance,
hire
right?
people
Well,
under
and
you.
well, yeah,
You're
that
not
and
working for an employer.
thank God the circumstances
Yeah.
that we fall under,
Yeah, that's good.
God got you. Like
That's
what
good.
or whatever you believe in. Like
But
my
it
friend
took
was in
those.
yesterday, something in you and out of you allows you to do these things. That's why I say it all the time to people. Like, don't think you can't do this.
Yeah.
If you want to do a podcast, do it. If you want to sell insurance, holler at us. Let us know.
Do
We can
whatever
help
you
you
love.
along the ride, what you
Whatever
love to
you
do.
into.
And if you can't do what you love, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. See, I've been blessed to be always do what I love to do,
But I've always admired that about you.
and I appreciate
It's I had a fear of giving up one job for another
it. Right,
without making sure I had another one before I left that one.
right,
You've never had that fear.
right.
I'm going out, like you said, with grace of God. I'm gonna get it done. I don't know how it's
Faith.
gonna look.
And when I tell people, and I give that advice, we'll do episode on that one day.
Mm-hmm.
But faith is real. Like I say, whether
Yeah.
you believe in God, Allah, whatever you believe in,
Yeah.
spiritualism, whatever it is, Hinduism, Buddhism, it's a faith inside you.
Yeah.
See, you got to go out there with no safety net.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people, the only now, speaking of net, no safety net. Now, network is good,
Right.
but a safety net, no.
That's
See, I tell
good.
people all the time, you're scared. I'm scared. This job got me locked in. You know what I mean? I'm making good money at the post office, but technically I'm living exactly to my means.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm making 75, but I'm spending 80.
Mm-hmm.
Like something's not given here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we gotta go out there and do better then.
And my mindset came from the example. I
Right.
seen my dad work 3 jobs
Yes.
to put me and my sister in private school, Catholic school, whatever he had to do. We lacked nothing. But at the same time, I've learned in my grown life, now that I'm his age, when back then looking at him, I see now that the importance of teaching my children to be their own person, boss, whatever they not to always want to work for somebody else till the day they die.
Right.
There is no more retirement after 30, 40, 50 years
Right.
from that same job.
Right.
For one, they don't show you your value.
Exactly.
They're never going to pay you the value that you give to that company. So why not have your own?
Exactly. Do your thing, then there is no one to blame.
And
See, there is no one to blame when you're doing it yourself.
mhm.
If you need a 401, you get one. You don't sit there and say, well, the company only give me this and the
Right.
company do that. If you set your 401k up and you say, well, listen, every month I'm going to put 500 in this 401. Well, wait. Matter of fact, I'm only going to put 50 in that 401.
Or waiting, you know, what they I know
It's your situation.
or waiting for that raise that they keep promising you.
Oh my God.
That 50 cents a year, whatever it is, or that bonus that they keep promising you after 5 years.
Right.
5 years you waiting for that?
Shout out to a client of mine. I'm not going to say her name, but she's a younger client, but she's not that. She's young. She's in her 20s.
Yeah.
And she has 2 children, and she works for a big company, Smart with a W and with a Mark. Big company, manager and everything, but doing it for 15 years.
Wow.
She says to me the other day, though, that she's not even making 6 figures. I said, huh? You've been there for 15 years, you're not making 6 figures. But the job she applied for is making 6 figures. They gave it to somebody with a degree because she didn't have a degree. But you've been there for 15. You know, you can go out here on your own with that much talent.
Come on.
You can make $500,000 a year.
Come on. They even said it on, I was watching the Today Show, how everyone, and I mean from those $40,000 to making $200,000 a year, if you're working for someone else, you will never make what you need
Exactly.
to pay your bills.
Exactly. D.L. Hughley said that yesterday on his show. Mm-hmm. He said the average black family that wants a nice living, an average living, which you know the median is kind of something like $90,000 a year, $100,000 a year. But he said to have that type of living and be comfortable, you need 8 streams of income.
Come on.
8.
You're gonna have 8 jobs working for somebody else when you
exactly.
Can have the one doing your thing.
Right.
And be comfortable.
And that one you could break off into multiple streams.
Come on now.
But listen.
And I'm glad you brought that up before we close out.
Right.
I'm trying to teach my wannabe grown children. They're in their 20s. But you know when you know.
That's the know-it-all age. You know, I know everything from 13 to 25.
And
I know it all.
I'm never that parent that they can't come to even to ask for something. What I'm trying to show them, though, that you can earn it.
Exactly.
Instead of ask for me.
Exactly.
Case in point, I'm putting myself in a position where I can hire them.
Exactly.
To work for me. So whatever they need at any time, and they don't have to wait on it.
Right.
Oh, you need that? Okay, well, I have a daughter that's disabled. Mommy can hire you on the weekends to work out with her, and I can pay you for doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
And you're not working, you're not waiting for that 2-week check.
Right. And then you can teach them, and that's going along with networking, how they partnering up with you. And then we got to partner with other people. Because I know, like I say, I definitely network benefit from being a barber. 90% of anything I do now comes from my clients. Right. My clients my former clients, current clients, they call me. I mean, a number's never changed. The same phone number has always been for almost 20 years. The number don't change. So when in my other businesses, they call for certain things. And now that I'm in this business, they call me. Even though one guy I contacted, I love him to death, but he contacted me about car insurance. I'm not in. I can help you out. I can lead. Yeah, I can lead you to it. I just don't. I don't write the policy. That's all I'm saying for that type of stuff. But right, we can refer you for that. There's so many things we can refer you for. And one is the new one that's coming out, and they just start really doing commercials for. And if you pay attention, you'll see it. I was just in Michigan over the weekend, and Vivant. It's a security company called Vivant. Yeah. That we right. And I might be saying it wrong because I see it a bunch of times. Vivint, right? Vivint. And they got commercials, and they're coming up. And that's a service that if you needed home security, we refer that out. So certain things we do, like I say, inside of writing policies, is other things we do. That legal shield. So inside what we do is already a network. Yeah.
When you're licensed to do something, it opens the door for a lot of things. So we can just refer you, and we still get paid just referring you.
Right. Exactly.
We get a cut just for doing that, though.
Right. So that's the one thing about the company we're with. They're big. So we don't name them on this show, but anybody that knows us knows who we work for. But you can definitely join this line of work, and you can always call us for a policy. You can DM us, call us. we can get you started with some quotes because like I said, and I tell people a lot of time, we also help you. We can get you a will. Like we can get you to a company that's going to get you a will, and I'm gonna just say the price $28. See, but people can't fathom that because it's coming from two people that you probably know and kick around with. You might not believe us, but I did mine.
For those that know me, I don't tell you nothing that ain't right, ain't
Yeah,
true.
right, ain't true. Because I'm here, like I said, it's not about the money for us on
Right.
that. We do this podcast for our self enjoyment and to give out information.
And for you to pay $28 a month to establish a foundation for yourself, to get
Exactly.
$100,000 policy to set that foundation for you and your family,
Exactly.
priceless. For
Priceless.
$28,
Yes. We get the policy. You'd be surprised with the prices. Like people are like, oh my God,
cheap
I
as
can't.
mud.
Right. I can't. The younger you are, the better it is.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a policy out there for you. And but the show we really we trying to stick to the network part, but
This
we
is all
know
a
this
network.
is the network because this podcast is going to go out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to send to everybody. I know she's going to send to everybody. I know YouTube is going to run across people and all that. Understand, somebody out there is ready to align with you.
Yeah, that's
We're like
good.
she said, right? It's
That's
about
good.
alignment.
Yeah.
Alignment. Somebody wants to align with you. They want
Preach,
to
Pastor.
network with you. So you got and you got to get the business card or you got your digital platform. There's a lot of ways to do it. I'm not big on paper cards,
Mm-hmm.
but I am big on digital.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I'm the opposite. I'm a
right,
paper girl.
right,
I love hearing the cards out
right,
and a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
stack.
Right. Give you all the cards and everything. And you know what though? I do find that like the other day, somebody needed somebody to do something and I had the card.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. I'm like, well, I got a card right here they gave me and I gave it to them.
Wow.
So business cards do work. They have to work because they've been doing them for over 100 years.
Come on now.
So they work. The digital platform is sort of new, but it works as well because a lot of people always have their phone.
But what you do when it crashes?
Right. You got the
Got that
paper.
paper.
You got that paper. You better have that paper, yeah. Because listen, even if you got a phone, what's that commercial say? If you got a car, it's going to eventually break. The
Mm-hmm.
phone might eventually crash, but network.
Mm-hmm.
Align yourself with people that are trying to
Trying
do
to
the
do it.
same like-minded things you're doing. You now you hear a lot of stars say that, and a lot of people on these podcasts. That's what they're saying now. Oh, you got to be with somebody like-minded. You got to
And
be with
feed
somebody
your mind.
and feed your mind.
Even if you're in the beginning stages and you don't really trust everybody, you don't know anybody that's doing what you're doing, read. Pick up
Right,
a book that is designed to educate you on what you want to do.
right. And Google. Yeah, baby,
Yeah,
because
I don't even trust Google like that. I'm like, no, again, a
but you can
paper
read.
girl. I love a
Right.
book.
A book is good,
Audibles are
but
cool. You know what I
we
mean?
talking about the future. These kids, a lot of time, I'm
I
talking to
need to
all
catch up.
ages.
I need to catch
She
up.
talking to the 30s. I'm talking to the 15 because I work with a lot of younger
Yeah,
guys. Like they don't move without an iPhone.
right.
They don't even want an Android. I don't move without my iPhone. I can't do this and that and the third. You know what I mean? So you hand them a card. A lot of times they don't even have a wallet.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing about these new kids. They don't have a wallet. But I do believe in paper for a lot of things, flyers, business cards. Like we have to do what we got to do. But get your network tools together.
Yeah.
Be ready. Because when you
Now,
run
what you
into
think that
somebody,
looks like? Like, let's give 3 steps when it comes to networking. My
well,
first one for me would be mindset. You got to think in order to create it.
there you go. The mindset is the number one thing of any of this business that we're doing. If your mindset is not straight, then you just can't get it together. And I really try to explain that to somebody else I know. Pardon me for looking down, but I try to explain to somebody else I know about that. One of my workers, like your mindset's not there.
Mm-hmm.
If your mind, and I understand,
Mm-hmm.
you're 25, you don't have the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not putting down anybody that's in their 20s
Mm-hmm.
because this 14-year-olds know more than me,
Right.
got a better mindset than me, and got more money than me. So I'm not saying that.
We all
But
make
that's the
money.
first thing you have to do, get your mindset. The second thing when it comes to networking is you got to be open.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be open to other people's
Good.
ideas. If you're not open, you close minded, then how you going to receive it? Somebody coming to you and say, man, I got there's this thing going down and I want you to come over here and see what's up. And you like, man, I ain't got time for that.
Mm-hmm. You stay stagnant.
Because he talking about this, that, the third, and I'm talking about this. I'm trying to sell insurance. He over there selling finances.
Trust me,
They
I
go
didn't
hand
know
in hand.
anything about the business I'm in right now before I started it. No
Exactly.
experience whatsoever.
Me either. I learned from you.
And we read the books though too.
Right?
We had
Yeah.
to do the
Well,
homework.
you gotta do. Listen, you can't. If they say if it's easy, everybody would do it.
Right.
Guess what?
Right.
It ain't easy. So everybody ain't doing it. So on that note, like I said, take it a little easy on it sometime because I know when we ask you about insurance, you beat us up right away. Sometimes like, oh no,
I
no, no,
love
no,
it.
no.
You know, I used to run from that. Now I love it.
Yeah,
Ask me the hard questions. I'm
yeah.
ready for you.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
built for this.
yeah. I'm
I'm
ready.
ready for you.
At least we in the conversation. That's the main thing. Open
Right.
mind. Be open minded.
Yeah.
And what
I
you think?
was just like you. Like I stay relatable.
Right there, you go.
Just like you.
There you go. What do you think about the third thing?
That's good. So we said mindset,
Being open minded.
and then being open to be around other people. Like a lot of times we want to stay in our own lane and do it just us.
Right, us. You throw an event, you don't want nobody else there.
Yeah.
Well, this is my
You might
insurance
be
event. This is all I'm
right.
doing
You
for
might be
me.
used to the grind because that's how you used to doing stuff.
Right.
I had to learn to let people in.
Yes.
It makes it so much easier to learn from other people. Now I have mentors. What?
Right. Yeah.
What?
And
I got
and
mentors.
I would say the fourth thing, be prepared.
That's good.
Be prepared. Like we said, you got to have your business card, you got to have your flyer or your digital platform ready. If somebody asks for your phone number, be ready. Your email should be up and running.
Right.
And that gets hard sometimes because you think, well, ain't nobody hit my email up, or your not your email. Your email should always be ready. Your websites. See, a lot of times that's another way to be prepared that I think we're not taking full advantage of. Because I tell people about a website, a website, a website, a website, a website. Sometimes they don't want to hit it, but when they hit it, they like, oh wow. Yes, because guess what? Even though I'm average, I have a website.
But I never leave a person without something.
Right.
I always keep a pen and pad. I might not have, my phone might be cut off or might be low or I need to charge or whatever. I'm gonna give you something before you leave, to where you can contact
You gonna
me.
give me some these damn glasses?
I
Oh man,
got
these
you.
things is fly, man. Wait a minute. Oh man, listen. These things. I had to say something about these glasses he wearing because they fly. They fly as hell, man. Listen. Hey, you try. You ain't trying. You doing. That's what they say. But listen, we about to wrap this up.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, listen, I truly love all y'all for tuning in.
Yes.
I know it's a grind. I see sometimes because I never want to feel like I'm bothering anybody, but I want to post. I want to talk. Right. I want to open your ears up to what we're talking about because whether you get it from me,
I'm gonna tell you.
or anybody else, get information.
Yes.
Get a quote. Find out at least how much you had to pay to secure your bag. Because listen, it don't have to be so hard. Get out there, find some like-minded people, network, give out your cards and business cards. So listen, on that, we running a little over time. We try to keep these videos down around 20
Y'all
minutes.
been complaining we too short. So
I know. I don't know about that. Might have to go to a half an hour soon. But listen, let us know in the comments if you want to go a little longer.
Or did we miss something?
And then any topics that we should talk about. You know what I mean? Now listen, I'm terrible with the editing. I'm working on it. We're gonna have to soon get some outside editing.
I'm gonna give him his flowers.
Oh my goodness. We got to get some outside editing because even when I think about something, I forget when it's time to post. I don't put it in the comments section, all that. Right, yeah, I'm doing too much, but I'm going to get it together for y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm Big Will.
I'm Ish. Love y'all so much.
Yes, we do. See y'all next time.